Let's go back in YouTube history by 5 years, which is when I did a video review for the Cuisinart PerfecTemp kettle. So this is why we have the Cuisinart here, and what's interesting about this kettle is a variety of things. It's a video that several people have turned to as a resource before buying the video. I'm very grateful that people trust my own personal opinion for it, but here we are 5 years later, and I thought, why not do an update video review to see how things have gone? Because after all, it's been 5 years, and nothing lasts as long as it used to these days. So take a look at the kettle. Yes, you can tell I did give it a cleaning prior to the video, but, well, let's face it, if you guys didn't shower for 5 years, you'd look pretty gnarly too. So taking a look at it, it is in very, very good condition. There's a very minor dent on the lid. If you turn and look at the bottom of where the water is, there's actually a little bit of a crack in the plastic. I'm not quite sure how that happened. It just kind of happened on its own. The handle itself has very minor little dents, but that's just overall wear and tear. The open button is starting to fade with the paint, but the paint on all the other buttons is still on there with no wear at all. My brother purchased one of these kettles a few years ago, and for some reason the paint is wearing off of his. I'm not really sure why. All the buttons work. The lid opens just as smooth as we first saw in the original video. The black plastic is getting a little bit faded, but it kind of scratches off, so I'm not sure what that's about. Same with the little filter on there, but all in all, that's pretty much it. When you look inside of it, we have not done any scale removal at all on the kettle, and yeah, it looks pretty good in there. I don't see anything that raises any eyebrows inside of there. The only thing to make note is there is a bit of scale buildup on the bottom of the spout, and that is in a very, very hard to reach spot. Something I didn't bother to do prior to the video is along the hinge where the door opens, you do see a little bit of rust running down. It hasn't gotten to the point where it's gone further inside the kettle. I did not want to clean that off simply for the purpose of the video so you guys can see that, but a little CLR should certainly do the trick. So in conclusion, I have to say that Cuisinart makes some of the best appliances that really do impress me, and 5 years later, this kettle is absolutely no exception. I give it a 5 stars, I maintain the 5 stars, but something to keep in mind is that this is a 5-year-old model. And yes, this kettle is still available for purchase nowadays in places like, Canadian Tire, Amazon, all those places, but throughout those 5 years, did Cuisinart change any of the internal components to lower quality? Because I've heard some people say that their kettles, after 1 year, stopped working. I, unfortunately, am not able to answer the question of, are the internal parts different? But at 5 years, I'm still happy with it. So to commemorate 5 years, I'd like to propose a toast. May I get you a drink?
Yes, sir. Tea, Earl Grey, hot.
Excellent choice. I'll join you. Here's to 5 years, and 5 more to come. Thank you for joining me on this follow-up review of the Cuisinart PerfecTemp. So until next time, I'll see you next time.